Hello, everybody. Welcome to Laser Brains. We review every movie ever made. I'm your co-host, Mike Collins. Always I'm joined by...
Every movie ever made, Joshua Marvell. Today we're going to be taking a look at planes, trains, and automobiles.
That's right. And as always, we're joined by Meteor co-owner Champion.
Yes. Planes, trains, automobiles. The 40th movie ever made.
All right. And special guest tonight.
In that year. The 40th movie made in that year.
This is actually Laser Brains episode number 40.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even...
Which is a pretty high number considering it was sort of an excuse me podcast that we...
I know. It was just an excuse to review Phantom Menace. You're totally right. And now look how far
Which was the
gone.
first movie ever made.
Yes, it was. Oh my
Look at
gosh.
how far we have fallen now.
And to commemorate our 40th episode, we have special guest TJ.
Yes, look at how far they have fallen to bring me on for their 40th episode.
40th and final episode.
Yes.
I apologize in advance. Ish.
Okay. All right, so, I saw this movie not in the theater, but immediately soon after on home video.
Okay.
And I loved it so much with all my heart, and I watched it several times immediately after. Champion, what's your story with it?
My story with this movie, I wasn't really aware of it.
Okay.
It just kind of came out on the movie channel. And, I mean, John Candy is a legend. See his face, like, I'm gonna watch this. And it has become one of my favorite comfort movies
100%.
since then. I've probably seen it 50 times.
Right.
Wait, no, not 50, 20 times. 20
Okay.
times. Let's be reasonable.
Okay. Joshua Marvell, what's your story with this movie?
You know, TJ and I were actually talking at the bar. I don't remember a time where I've actually watched this movie.
Okay.
But I remembered everything from it. Just
Yeah.
one of those movies I watched so long ago. And then I don't think I've watched it fully since, but I've seen so many like parts of it again at different moments that it's stayed so fresh in my brain that watching it again today, it was like watching it for the 20th time.
Sure.
Like
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
TJ, this is your first time seeing this film.
Yes, this is actually my first time seeing it beginning to back. I've seen what beginning to back,
Beginning to end.
Yeah.
beginning to end, but anyway,
Front to end.
front to end. No, I've seen like small clips here and there over the years, but I've never actually seen it in its entirety ever before tonight.
And what's your first impression of it?
No, I enjoyed it. I was talking with Zach, who's a regular that comes out to these movies, and I even said, I'm like, I know the history behind it. It's one of those 80s movies that, if you enjoy 80s movies, it's one of those things that you need to see it, and it just kind of slipped past whatever. It just slipped past whatever. I didn't get to see it.
There's so many good movies in the 80s, you're going to miss one or two.
Yeah. So anyway, long and short of it is that I never saw it before tonight. I would give it like a solid like 6.5, 7 personally.
Okay.
I don't want to jump ahead until we get more deep into some stuff. But no, I enjoyed it. It was a funny movie. I was laughing out loud. There's some things that I seen with the people we were watching it with that I was laughing at that they were not laughing at. And I think that just might be an age thing where I'm picking up on different things that they weren't because it is a solid 80s movie. It is a product of its time.
I noticed that there was things I was laughing at, people were not laughing at, but I also noticed there was things people were laughing at that I didn't even think were that funny. Like, for example, when Steve Martin says to John Candy, when when we put our heads together, we really get nowhere. I always took that as he's just kind of like, it's like a sentimental moment. Everyone exploded laughing. So I've only watched it in the comfort of my own home with maybe my family. This is the first time I've watched it in public. And it's interesting. It's always interesting to see what people laugh
that
at.
little line in particular is kind of a bait and switch because it sounds as though Steve Martin is like, when we put our minds together, we can accomplish anything.
Right.
When we put our minds together, we just can't get it done.
Right.
Yeah, it's like if it's me and you getting our minds together, we're getting nothing done. If you leave me alone, oh no, I'm going to get everything done. I can get myself out of this situation,
Right.
but you keep on butting in on me.
I think the thing is when I watch that line, when I hear that line, I see it from John Candy's point of view, which is like a punch to the gut. But the audience here heard it as Steve Martin's point of view, or an observer's point of view, which
Right.
is like, this is outrageously funny. And it is,
Yeah.
but it's also a gut punch.
It's one of those lines you can take it either way.
Right.
You can laugh your ass off or you can wince. And either
Yeah.
way, I think it's the correct reaction.
Sure, of
Because
course.
Yeah.
Steve Martin's character and John Candy's character, they're both the primary character of this movie.
Right.
But they're both completely different people, completely different motivations.
Yeah.
Well, I would say we were introduced to Steve Martin's character first before John Candy. And even then, it took even an extra couple of scenes to meet John Candy's character first. So we're invested in Steve Martin being, he's at his business meeting. He's late getting out because, well, the guy can't decide over 1, 2, or 3. And I didn't even know this about this movie, but if you watch it to the end of the credits, it slips it in at the
I
end.
have never seen that post-credit sequence, and I own this movie. I've just never gotten that far. That's
Yeah.
kind of sad.
Yeah.
I've seen this
is
movie
sad.
1,000 times since the 80s, and I never knew that sequence
Yeah, I had
existed.
no idea.
Wow.
I knew it was
Anyway.
there.
Okay.
I'd forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Maybe
I've seen it, but I
it
forgot.
startled me when I saw it. I was like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I've seen the movie as many times as I've seen it. I've probably seen that. I've stuck around to the very,
Sure,
very
okay.
end 2 times.
Right. Okay.
No, but the point I was getting at was that you start with Steve Martin's character. He's in the boardroom. He's trying to get home to his family. He's trying to get out of this meeting. He's like, why is this taking so long? I'm trying to get to the airport. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And so you're introduced to his character first. So Steve Martin's character is automatically this sympathetic character, not so much John Candy's character. Until
the protagonist.
Yeah.
He's more of the protagonist until you get to the end twist, and it's like, okay, we understand the rest of it now.
I think that John Candy has a lot of heart in this movie and
Yes.
has like the real big punchy jokes.
Sure.
But Steve Martin does such a good job in this movie playing the straight man, but being funny about it.
Yeah.
There are
And
so
having an
many,
arc, and having an arc, yeah.
There's so many other comedians that do this thing where they're like playing off of the bit character, and they're not really the fun. Their humor is in like their face, like get a load of this guy. But he has so many great lines, and really, I think plays against John Candy really well in this movie.
Especially
Like
when you consider how good they both are at physical comedy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Steve Martin does play it pretty straight, but when he loses his mind,
It's
when he's doing the chatty
great.
Cathy
Yes,
thing and he's pulling the string, it's like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
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 When he trips over the trunk
Yes.
during the car fire, he trips. He's freaking out and he's walking away. John Candy's off on the side and he trips over the trunk.
Yeah.
It just great slapstick. Like Steve Martin's always been classic.
There's a
for
lot
that.
of moments like that. Like when he finally gets to the parking spot. And he has that
Yes.
freak out in the parking
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
He's chasing the bus down.
You're messing with the wrong guy.
He's really, really good in this movie.
So this movie, okay, so this movie, okay, I'm sure we all studied English in school. We learned about the 3 different conflicts in all stories, right? Remember what they were?
No.
Man versus man.
Man versus nature.
Man versus nature. Man versus
God.
self.
Man versus God.
There's also man versus self.
Yes, there
But
is. So there's
ano-
more than 4 then.
There's at least 4, maybe 5. But there's another one.
Yeah.
Man versus the system. This movie is man versus the system, right? The cab, the bus, the train, the plane, the hotel,
kind of everything.
the cops.
Oh no!
It's man
even-
versus
even-
nature. It's man
It's a
versus
man versus man.
God,
But I think
like,
it's
you know, it's all these-
mainly it's the whole idea of like, look, I just want to get from A to B. All the obstacles.
Steve
you
Martin
face.
versus everybody.
Right,
We need
right.
a shirt that says that.
Right.
You missed the very first one. You said man versus cab, man versus train, man
Okay.
versus airplane. No, man versus his job, man
Yes.
versus his
Yeah.
boss.
Good point. Good point.
He's trying to get out of there. I need to catch my flight at 6.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in this meeting because my boss is indecisive. He has 3 options. We wasted an hour. He's like, we'll come back to it in the week.
Yeah.
Well, you just wasted my time. Thank you for paying me for my time, but I got places and things I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that gag at the beginning of the boss.
my-
Like the microphone, the boom mic must have been right here because all you're doing is. And he's just thinking and thinking. The whole audience is
It's
dying laughing. It is
so
so
good.
freaking good.
Just his breath in, like you think he's gonna say something. It just goes on for so long.
I
And
love
then-
it.
Yeah.
And Steve Martin's dialogue in that little bit too is perfect as well because it's just the plosives that you're hearing.
Yeah.
Like you're not hearing any vowel sounds.
You're right,
just,
you're right.
"Got to get your plate."
You're right. You're totally right. You're totally right.
Yeah.
And then then he goes out to get the cab, and somehow Kevin Bacon is in this movie.
Yeah.
In
Yes.
a cameo appearance. What?
Which is one of my favorite shots in the whole movie too. Is just the eye
Yes, the
shots.
Sergio Leone. Yes.
And you see Kevin Bacon smile, but you don't see his mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
yeah.
you-
Just the cheek
Yeah.
go up. I love that. You're right. You're right. And then that's when John Candy's introduced.
Yeah.
And then he steals the cab.
Well, John Candy was introduced slightly after that. Because,
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He
Because
stole the second cab.
yeah, he
Yeah.
stole the cab because Steve Martin was getting scammed by the initial guy. He's like, well, if you'll pay 50, you'll pay 75.
Right.
And then he goes like, wait, where's the cab going?
Did
Like,
you just
I
give him a southern accent?
I might have.
I'm an attorney.
Hey, if you pay 50, you'll pay 75. And off you go. And John Candy's in there with the trunk and everything. And you're thinking the trunk is for the guy asking
Right.
for the money.
Right.
And it's a bait and switch.
Yeah.
And so you're thinking that Steve Martin's getting ripped off by like a scam artist. And it was just,
He has a really good setup.
yeah, it was
Yes.
a real good setup.
And I love when then on the next scene, don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you stole my
Yeah.
cab. I don't remember stealing a cab. I never stole a cab. And then I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just, that's great. And then of course,
I also love that he's just like, he's also like apologetic about it.
Yeah.
Like he's not like automatically not a douche about it. He's also
Yeah.
like so aloof that he's like,
yeah.
huh. You know what? I thought it was weird that I could
I
hail
know.
a cab so easily
Yeah,
in
you
New
didn't even
York
know what's
2
happening.
days before Thanksgiving.
You're totally right.
Like,
That was
it's
good. That was
like
good. Yeah.
his realization of it. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I did steal a cab.
Yes, that was so good. Then the true, like the greatest, like one of the greatest scenes in the movie. They're sitting on the plane together, and then he tells him he just wants to read his book, so he's
Right,
gonna be
right.
quiet. Then he pulls off his shoes. Then he pulls off his,
The
Dogs are
socks.
barking.
And he starts
whips
my
it
dogs are
around.
barking, and then like whipping the socks in his face. That scene is glorious. Like everyone, we've all been in those situations, and then falling asleep, and it's just, and then it just goes from there. It just cascades.
I
from there.
also love when he's like sleeping on Steve Martin's shoulder.
Yep.
And he like wakes up and goes, I'd wager my left nut that we're not making it to Chicago.
And then, he goes back to
immediately
sleep on
falls
his
back
shoulder.
asleep.
I know.
But he actually doesn't.
crazy.
He actually doesn't react physically at all. He just opens his he's snoring.
Yeah.
You're
and then he
right.
opens his eyes.
Yeah.
$6 on my left nut, and then he closes them again. But he's completely motionless. Like he wakes up
Yep.
just to say that.
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I also forget every time I watch the movie, I forget how many times they get together and then split off, right?
Yeah.
Because after that, I think
they get to the motel
did they get to the,
and then
No, they went to the motel, and that's where the credit cards were switched.
yes, which they do a close up on,
And
which
they
John
were
Hughes
like,
does a
yeah,
close
they
up
did
on.
the close up on the credit cards. And like, oh, well, we could get you a double room. Oh, okay, well, we'll do that. Switch the cards. Not realizing that Steve Martin's character, not realizing like, oh, I'm not getting my own room. Wait, now we're sharing a double? Wait.
Right.
And they swap the cards.
Right.
And there was a close up on that. And I even said to Zach, like, he was distracted. I'm like, no, keep an eye on this. You
Yeah,
gotta-
yeah,
This is a plot point. This is a plot point.
right. And then, and then of course, but then like very early on in the movie, we have the famous speech by Steve Martin,
Right.
to John Hughes or to John Candy, and that's where we get the line for his documentary, "I Like Me," and it's like I've seen this movie 100,000 times, and I still get it.
That reveals the depth of John Candy's acting abilities.
Yes,
Because
so good.
You see him on SCTV or Saturday Night Live or whatever, that little goofy comedies that he does, slapstick, physical comedy, but he's serious.
Yeah.
And you see him, he's not saying a word. It's Steve Martin just cutting into him, and you're watching John Candy's heart breaking.
Yeah.
He's not saying anything. It's all in his face. The way that he emotes, it's wild how good he is. And when he's, I like me. My wife likes me. He's tripping over his words.
Right. Yeah.
You can almost feel the lump in his throat in yours. It is so good.
And of course, then when we get to the end of the movie and we know the twist ending, rewatching the film and watching all those moments where there's so much foreshadowing, there's so many hints to that twist. You see them all, but you just don't realize what it is, right?
Yeah.
You know what's so great too about that moment is like we know along the way we kind of have this feeling that something is off.
Right.
We know like there's a reason why he hasn't gone home in a long time and he's traveling with all this stuff. We're never like fully aware of what's going on, but we know something's wrong.
Well,
and then when we find out, it's not this like big moment, which I kind of appreciated. Like he just reveals the fact that he's like, my wife passed away 8 years ago. Then the scene ends.
You're right.
Like it's not this like huge moment where he talks about his whole backstory and
Right,
they have
that's a
this
good
like
point.
moment where they're crying together. We see them connect this whole movie. We see John Candy like reveal who he is. That at that moment, that's all you really need. And then we cut to them both carrying the suitcase up to his house, Steve Martin's house. It's a really great way to do it, I think.
For all intents and purposes, their character arcs ended at the station when
Yeah.
they were hugging and saying goodbye, right? I'm going to remember this. They hug it out. You can tell at that moment that they're friends,
Yeah.
right? All of the annoying stuff that happened behind them, that's water under the bridge. Now they're tight. And he figures this out over the next 5 minutes. And the scene where he confronts Dell about it, that's just sort of, that's the proof, right?
Right.
Like we sorted this out here, but this is how you know it's stuck.
Yeah.
And we should go back and talk about all the other times they split off, right? Because we talked about when he
They almost split in the hotel, right? Like
Yes.
they have that big argument,
The speech.
but then he gets
he
back
gets
in
back
bed.
in, yes.
Yep.
And then he like almost like breaks up with him. He's like, like we just talked about it.
Right.
When we put our heads together, we don't get anywhere. And it's funny because I don't think I even realized the movie goes in the order of the title.
Yeah.
Planes, trains,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
automobiles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, now that we straighten that out.
Okay, yeah.
Well, this has been Laser Brains.
Yeah, exactly.
Edit it however you want. But no, when they got off, the train broke down after getting to the train station. They got their tickets. Like, oh, hey, I'm finally rid of you. Thank God we got tickets separated. Then the train broke down. And then they're going across the field, and Steve Martin's character is looking around and sees John, pulling the big
Right,
freaking
right.
thing. And he walks up and picks it up, and then off they go.
Right.
And
So then
then they go.
Yeah.
That's when they're tight now.
they're bonded.
Because before that was a hotel scene where he's like, oh man, I can't sleep. They said, oh well, I bring my own pillows.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I feel like John Candy has a lot of I feel like he brought a lot of unique traits to this character. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the script or if that is just him. Like the whole hypoallergenic thing is so funny. It's such a small
So
little detail.
fucking funny.
And I feel like that's what I was laughing at the most in the movie. Was just like the small little things that he did. Not even like the big jokes like that. It's just like even just the way he like smiles, like he grits his teeth together.
Well, okay, this is the thing is,
and just like the pauses and like the.
let's be clear. John Hughes is the master of 80s comedy.
Right.
He wrote all of them. But like, there's also recurring gags that he uses. But it's like you said, it's hard to tell. Is it John Hughes? Is it John Candy? Because in Home Alone. No, sorry, in Uncle Buck, which we've all seen. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
When he's on the phone, he's talking to his sister-in-law or his sister, and he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize those bushes would start on fire like that. and then in this movie, he says, I'm sorry, I didn't know that those beer cans would explode like that. Right. So he's referring to a scene that we never saw, and that's what makes it funnier.
But here's something else that you got to understand about this movie. The original cut of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was around 3 hours long.
Right, which is crazy.
They cut half of this movie out.
Jeez.
And there are little vestigial parts of it that don't really make, like if you've seen the movie 20 times, things don't make sense until you realize, oh, wait a minute, this is referencing a scene that was cut. The fact that there's no money in their wallets and Steve Martin is accusing John Candy of having gone into his wallet.
Right.
Because you went into my wallet to get money for pizza. How do I know you didn't take some more? Because there's a scene that was cut where he went into his wallet to get money because they ordered a pizza.
Huh. No, but there was a scene we saw tonight of someone breaking into their room.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
No, but he's saying
we know
that Steve Martin is
referencing a scene that we didn't see, like the pizza scene.
Yeah. And then, the one that struck me, and this is a big one, the famous speech Steve Martin gives to John Candy is referencing stories we never saw. John Candy does not really tell a story on the plane. All he does is talk about his shower rings. Then the scene ends. And then Steve Martin, it's like scene 4. Now Steve Martin's talking about all these stories that John Candy told. Where are those scenes?
Yeah, those 45 minutes of movie should be there.
Right?
That's so interesting. I didn't feel like I was missing anything, though.
Because
I feel like it,
Only because I know.
Another little bit. When Steve Martin's in the shower and he gets out and the bathroom's trashed, that's because there's a scene that was cut out where John Candy knocks on the door, invites himself into the bathroom when Steve Martin's in the shower. They're talking through the shower curtain. John Candy refuses to leave, even though Steve Martin's running out of water.
Right.
And all this stuff happens. He destroys the bathroom when Steve Martin's in the shower.
You know what?
We don't see any of that.
I almost feel like it works better this way.
It's better this way.
Like, because it feels like circumstance.
There's nothing wrong with referencing scenes that are not there. I think it's cool. And it's also shorter.
I've seen some of these scenes too, and they were cut for a reason.
Right.
They didn't flow. It was they had to tighten it up a bit.
There's also
3
some
hours
very efficient editing in this film, like where a scene will end and it like a line, like they'll be like, "Oh, what do you mean one bed?" And it'll just cut, and then they're in the hotel. And there's scenes like that happens all the time where one character will ask a question or they'll say something funny and it'll just cut and they're in the next scene. So that's probably the result of that brutal edit that they had to cut all that shit
Effective use of music there too, because they'll have a little musical sting, just like boom.
Yeah.
Just to sort of nudge you into the next scene.
Yeah. I feel like it should this is obvious, but I also appreciate that they never have a conversation about having to share a bed.
You're right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because movies today will have that conversation, or there will be jokes about I'm not sharing a bed with him. You know what I mean? It's so on the nose where this is
subtle,
so subtle, but you get it. It's not you know what's going on.
Right.
And it's hilarious the way they do it too. It's like they're panning across the room just to show you the hotel room,
and then
zoom, back to the single bed.
Well, I also love the panning across the room, and then it keeps panning to John Candy's face, and it's so uncomfortably close, and he's like,
I know, it's beautiful.
So good.
You want to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant.
It's so it's great.
So this movie, this is, I think National Lampoon's Vacation is John Hughes' finest hour, but this is right up there. It is non-stop laughing for me, non-stop gags, and it keeps getting more outrageous and more outrageous as the film goes. We talked about the socks coming off. We talked about the hotel room. What about waking up in bed when they're cuddling?
So good.
Where's your other hand? In between two pillows. Those aren't pillows, right? Beautiful. Yeah. Love it. And
just the right amount of the requisite 80s gay panic
as
well.
Of course. Right.
Oh, you see that football game?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, Bears got a good team this year.
And that's the thing is it's very 80s. And also we have to point out that John Hughes has been criticized because like John Hughes seemingly grew up in an affluent Chicago, neighborhood. Every movie he writes, the characters live in this gigantic mansion in Chicago. Okay, fine. You're not guilty for your circumstances that you grew up in, but he certainly makes fun of lower class people. And in this film, the fucking guy that comes up in the pickup truck.
Dr. Kurt Connors.
Yes, Dylan Baker, who we coincidentally saw in the trailer for Spider-Man 2 tonight. Did you notice that, Ian?
No, I didn't.
The guy who's Peter's professor, who's like, Peter, your grades are not doing well. That's the same actor. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's crazy. That's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
So he pulls up, and again, this is like, you can write this, but Dylan Baker's acting, fucking amazing. Yeah.
And
Dream to run out of Wichita.
The amount of
unless you're a hog or cattle.
Get your ass out here, help him. No, don't worry, she's fine. Her first kid come out sideways. Oh, beautiful.
And you would think that like the coughing and snorting would get old.
No,
they do it so
I know,
many
and it
times.
doesn't get old.
Like I feel like after like the fourth one, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
and then they do it again,
No, it keeps
and then
going.
again, and again,
And then the absolute
again.
brilliant bit when he's like,
oh my god,
when he wipes his face and then shakes Steve
oh
Martin's
my
hand.
god.
It's so fluid. It's so fluid.
It looks like a mistake. Like I'm convinced that was not planned and was an accident. It just
But
I don't know how they pulled that off.
He also had his face so deformed that if you didn't know, like there was a split second, like wait, I know him,
Right? Yeah.
and then it was like wait, do I know him?
Right.
His face was so like just malformed in such a way. It's like, oh man, he's right into that character.
You the shower curtain fella?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, there's another movie by John Hughes. She's having a baby. It's not a masterpiece.
Okay.
But there's one character in the movie that comes in and has that level of viciousness that it's like it's like you can write it. It's hard to explain what I mean, but it's like when a character is that ruthless, there's always a level of holding back because it's just a movie. And John Hughes films, they don't hold back. They are ruthless, and it feels it's like uncomfortably real. When they're like when Dylan Baker's yelling at his wife, you feel like the embarrassment of like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
The whole movie is like that. It's not even just the characters. I feel like the situations that they're in.
Yes.
Like it's almost cartoonish at times.
Right, of course.
It rides that line.
Yeah.
Like they get into the back of the truck, and then they're freezing.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And he reaches for the gloves, and the dog pokes out.
I know.
There's a dog back there sitting in the hay.
I know.
Like it's crazy.
I love it. Under the hay.
Like there's no way. They cut to like a shot, like a couple shots later, and we could see the truck. There's no room for a dog. Right. Like the trunk is so big, but like we buy it. Like it totally works.
Right.
And then that same scene, we skip ahead a little bit and we cut back to them, and they're like frozen, like Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Frozen.
Like
You're right.
Like it's
so's the dog.
Yeah,
so's the dog. Yeah.
Bare
Growling.
teeth.
Yeah.
I also love. Then when they go to the hotel and they have. So then for viewers that haven't seen it, their car catches fire. Brilliant.
Oh my God.
Brilliant scene. Their car explodes behind them, and you hear it. You hear the sound first.
That whole sequence with the car is just gold bit after gold
we
bit.
don't even talk about driving the wrong way on the highway.
Well, even before that, just like the physicality of like moving the seat back and forth, then also even like this. Like
I know, which is impossible.
It doesn't work.
But who cares?
But it's so
It's
funny.
so funny, I know.
And then like it goes on, and then when it's finally done, we cut to later on, and now they've switched spots,
right?
And then he's kind of sitting comfortably, and then immediately it moves forward.
Yeah,
and he's pressed up against the windshield.
Which also wouldn't really happen,
but it's so good. Again, it's that like cartoon logic.
Right,
like
right.
They build up to these moments, and it's perfect.
And
But I think the best example of cartoon logic is when he gets both of his
both
of his sleeves hooked on the car.
And he's driving with his
it's
knees.
crazy.
I
He's
know.
driving with his knees and he's going. It's like, how are you driving with your knees with a foot on the gas? Why don't you just take your foot off the gas, hit the brake, turn over off to the side, and figure your shit out?
It's less funny though.
Then it wouldn't be funny. Then it would be funny.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The
right,
physicality of John
Yes.
Candy is
Oh, I know.
so subtle.
Oh, I know.
Like
Yep.
But I'd say on the same accord, if you have this arm pulled down, this arm pulled down, and you're driving with your knees with a foot on the gas, what's going to be your first instinct?
Not waking up Steve Martin. I don't want
No,
to hear
no,
that.
I'm not going to take my foot off the gas and hit the brake. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I got to get myself free. And I'm still going, oh my God, what's going on? You're just loaded and going.
Right.
Because the adrenaline's kicking in. You're not going to think logically like, oh, I'll take my foot off the gas. I'm going to hit the brake. I'm going to pull this arm off. I'm going to pull this arm off, and I'll be good. No. You're going full blown. You're going full blown John Candy. Oh my God.
I also love the climax of that bit is the steering wheel being turned, like cocked to the right. They go off an exit, and he finally slams on the brakes, and the car is like spinning on itself. It's so good.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant.
Steve Martin
Which
waking up and
sets
not
up-
realizing.
It sets up the whole next sequence too, which is brilliant.
Yes.
Because as soon as Steve Martin's got a great little line there too. After, we almost hit a deer. It's hot in here. You should take off your jacket.
Yep. It's brilliant. Yes.
But then they get back in the car and they drive instantly the wrong way back up that
Yes.
same ramp
Well-
and sets up that whole next bit.
Well, right
Brilliant.
before that, when they spun out, that's when he threw the cigarette in the back seat.
It's set up.
So it was a setup, and like, oh, maybe like watching it for the first time, like, oh, it's hot in here. Maybe you should take off your parka. Oh, maybe because there's a fire in your back
Exactly.
freaking seat.
Right.
And no one catches it, and no one sees the flames because they weren't showing it yet. And then it went off onto the next scene when they went between the trucks, going the wrong way and parking off on the side of
And
the road.
when they go through the trucks and it cuts to them as skeletons, everyone
It's
exploded.
and then cuts to John Candy
Candy
as
as
the
the
devil.
devil. I know,
Oh
it's
my
brilliant.
God,
It's
it's
brilliant.
great.
Brilliant.
Again, it's like this building up. It's almost like the jokes, like the bits have a plot to them. Like it's
a progression.
not just like
progression,
like
yeah.
joke.
The jokes are setups for further jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
Him taking out the wallet
and putting it in the thing. Yes.
like it's
No.
it's all of this stuff like building a.
I forgot about that. Was so good.
It's
I know.
great.
I know.
Like
It's so
everything is
fucking
just
good.
built up
Yes.
perfectly. Like
Yes.
it's so good.
I love it. And okay, so then the car's on fire, and we know that they have to recover their stuff, and it just cuts to them pulling into the hotel with this skeleton car on, like still smoking. It is
Yes.
so freaking funny.
and they're
Yeah.
peeling themselves off.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I forgot
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
nails. With the nails.
And
And then the steering wheel's bent. Yeah.
They did that gag twice in the movie of them peeling themselves
Yeah.
off the
Yes.
car, and which is amazing.
And they
Yeah.
still
It's like,
pulled it
oh
off.
my god, she's like, okay, we're good now.
So then they have another kind of breakup moment where Steve Martin gets the hotel alone.
Right.
John Candy's outside, and then of course he lets him in. Then they get up in the morning, and then they get pulled.
Well, before
Wait.
that, I quickly I want to talk
Oh,
about
the drunken
they're
scene?
like it's so good.
Yeah, that's true. You pointed
It's-
that out, TJ. It's a great scene of them getting drunk.
I don't think I pointed that one out.
Okay,
but
maybe
sure, we'll go with it.
Well, maybe Caitlin did, but
We'll
it was
roll
like
with
getting
it.
drunk together in a hotel because everyone's done that. You know,
Yeah.
getting
What?
drunk on
No
those
way.
little, what are those called?
Yeah, like the little shot,
Yeah,
like the
little-
sample,
yeah.
the
There's
shot thing.
samplers.
Yeah,
There's little
exactly.
samplers. Your hotel mini.
Exactly.
bar.
I
Yeah.
love that scene.
I also like even Steve Martin's character kind of says something like that. Like, why do I feel like I'm at summer camp?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
just
Yep.
they're bonding and like getting to know each other. I felt like I was
You're
hanging
in the
out with
room
them
with
in
them,
that moment.
hanging out
Like,
with them.
it's so-
And there's also another allusion to his wife
Yeah.
there. Well, at least
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
your wife.
I
And
also
the face that John Candy makes at that
Yes,
moment is
it's
just
like,
like,
yeah, I know.
you don't pick up on it right then, but when Steve Martin flashes back to that,
Yep.
when he's
Yeah.
reminiscing in the
Yep.
subway, it's like,
and I also appreciate that they didn't do any big jokes in that scene. Really,
You're right. That's a good point.
It's like there are jokes and you're still laughing,
Yeah.
but it's not like a bit.
Sure.
No, it was that scene that was the bonding moment
Yeah.
between them. It's like, yes, we've done all of these ridiculous travel stories already. We've done the planes, trains, automobiles. Ha ha ha. But you're in the hotel room we're on the final stretch. We are in the
Right.
final stretch where we're gonna get there one way or another. We don't know how, but we're gonna do it. But we're sitting here, we're having some drinks, we're having a good time, regardless of whatever happened. Fuck it, we're having a good time tonight, and we're gonna get there tomorrow. This is our last night together. We're going,
Yeah.
and that was that hotel scene. Really.
Yeah. And then right after that bonding scene, night falls, it's the morning, and then we cut right into a bit. Like immediately they're trying to drive
That's
away.
on the cop. Yes.
No. They're trying to drive away.
Oh yes,
That's when he goes in the snow.
stuck in
That's
the
when he
snow.
goes in
That's
the
right.
hotel.
And it's
they
such a
smash into the hotel. It's so
like,
good.
It's really great. I think starting off with such a huge funny thing happening because of that like lull, it really like starts us right back into like the big comedy.
Okay, and
it's like the
then-
movie's saying, all right, so where
Let's
were
get
we?
this one-
Yeah,
Look at the
exactly.
gun.
Good
Yeah,
point. Good
yeah.
point. Now, do
Yeah.
you guys know who that cop is? Who the
Yes.
actress? Mike McKean, who played?
He was the lead vocalist for Spinal Tap.
Yes.
And he
Oh,
was
really?
also in Laverne and Shirley.
And yes, he was Lenny or Squiggy, and he was the
Lenny, I
co-star,
believe.
co-star of Better Call Saul.
I never seen that show,
Yeah.
so I can't say.
So
Which character was he in
Yeah.
Better
the
Call Saul?
cop in what?
In Better Call Saul.
He was the
His
brother. The brother who was scared of electricity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, can you believe that?
I need to go watch that show now.
Yeah, it's
He's
really good.
he's aged a bit in the intervening 25 years.
25, yeah, I know, right? But okay, deadpan. Do you really think this vehicle is fit for the road? Yes, I do.
yes, I do.
No, yeah, so and then he's like listing off. He's like,
Yeah.
so let me, you don't have
Your
like,
gauges don't
your
work.
gauges don't work. Nope.
Funny thing is, the darn radio's
Yeah,
still
don't
working.
miss it. I know. That's the funniest thing. But then nobody. But then I think when he says the gauges don't work, not a one.
Not
Another one.
I was just talking to my friend. It's
yeah,
impossible to tell with any certainty. how fast we're going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 70
you know,
miles
you-
per hour. That sounds about right. Yeah, I
you
can
know
see
better
that.
than we would.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You don't have any mirrors. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have any mirrors. But the radio works.
Right. And then they end up in the back of the truck. That's pretty much.
Yeah, because they get towed.
Yeah.
And then that's how they ended up in the back of the transport truck
Yes,
to
yes,
get
yes.
back.
And I will say, I think that's the only time in the movie I felt like something was missing, because when he gets out of the truck, he has a black eye.
Who? John Candy?
John Candy.
Wow, I didn't notice
Interesting.
that.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that either.
Interesting. Okay.
I think at least. Like
Okay,
to me, it
okay,
looked like
okay.
he had a
Could
black
be.
eye.
I mean, there could have been a whole adventure there because it's daylight at that
Right.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it also
Let's
could have
pause the
been
podcast
off
and
camera
rewatch the movie.
misadventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should rewatch it. So, okay, we've talked about most of the big laughs, but we skipped a couple. There's where once they're separated, Steve Martin he makes his way across the ditch in the airport,
Right.
and then he makes his way to the secretary from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and is like, I want a fucking car, whatever.
There's a great
Yeah.
little visual right before that too, when he's walking through the terminal with his tie over
Yes,
his head.
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
And he's just got this face.
Brilliant,
Like,
yes. and he gets up to the front of the line. I love that.
Yeah.
And then he's just going off on this woman, and then he gets to the end, and she's like, "Do you have what did she say?
Do you have your rental
receipt?
agreement?
Receipt?
Yeah.
No, I threw it out. Well, you're fucked. I love that.
So
I fucking
good.
love that.
Especially because every other word out of Steve Martin's mouth is
Of course,
fucking
yes.
this, fucking that. You're fucked.
It's also funny how one thing, there's a rule in like ratings where if your movie has one F word, you're
PG-13
It's
or something.
PG-13.
Yeah.
But if you go over, it can't
Or maybe
be
it's PG and
it's
then PG-13 or
But if you go
something. Yeah,
over,
yeah.
it's like PG-13. So they're like, okay, how many F words are we allowed to have into our R? 15? Okay, we're gonna use them on one scene.
Yeah.
Just lay them all in. It's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, TG, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I missed the entirety of that scene because I went to the bathroom and I just hear it and I just
Foolish.
I'm in the bathroom. Well, I didn't know what was coming up. I'm in the bathroom and all I hear is fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck from Steve Martin. And I come out of the bathroom, come back to my seat, and then I see the secretary for Ferris Bueller's Day Off going like, "Oh well, you don't have your seat. You're fucked."
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Yeah.
punchline. Yes.
Right.
I still got
Yeah.
it. I still got it.
I think it's also great too because her character seems so like jolly,
Yeah,
but
'cause she's on the phone with her
annoyingly jolly.
friend. Yeah, like, okay, yeah, exactly.
You know I can't cook.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll bring this. Like it's
Yeah.
just so
Gobble,
like,
gobble.
Yeah, gobble gobble. I know.
like it's just like
And we like you said. Okay, we also have to point out she's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and there was another actor from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Did you notice who?
Yes. In the very
teacher.
first,
The teacher.
Yeah,
the teacher.
The
Yeah.
guy. You know the guy.
Bueller.
Bueller. He's on the phone. He's
yeah,
on the
yeah.
announces the plane
about
is
him.
late.
Yeah.
Ben Stein. Ben
Yeah.
Stein. I forgot about that cameo. But yeah, Ben Stein was on the airport radio saying, "Hey, this flight's canceled."
Right.
But if we want to go back even further for Ferris Bueller's Day Off, in the very first scene in the boardroom of this
That guy's
movie,
his father.
that guy
That's
is
right. That's Ferris Bueller's father.
Ferris Bueller's father.
You remember that, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting
That's three.
across from Steve Martin, that's Ferris Bueller's
Wow.
father. And that, like
Okay.
as soon as the movie started, I'm like, "There's one.
Yeah.
There's one."
Yeah, right. And then Kevin Bacon. He's
Kevin
in
Bacon-
everything.
Kevin Bacon,
6
too.
degrees of Kevin Bacon.
And
right.
then the gentleman that was driving the crazy cab that they
Oh
were
my
in,
God, yeah.
Okay.
I forget his name.
he's in everything. Like he's in
we were
so
talking about this.
many
He's been in
things.
so many
Okay.
freaking things. It's like Stan or Steen.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
He's been in so many
Okay,
things.
here's a trivia question for Champion.
Yeah.
What is the song Steve Martin sings when they're on the bus? Do you remember? It's like
Oh.
3 coins in a fountain?
yeah, but like, what's
Yeah.
the melody?
I have no
3
idea.
coins in a fountain. I've never heard that song outside of this movie, but it's so outrageous that that's the song he picks, and I still to this day don't know what the hell it was. Right?
Same. And it makes for such a great scene, too,
I
because
know.
that's the one moment that you almost see Steve Martin just sort of relax and I'm going to try and have a good time.
Yeah.
I know a song.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
a song.
And he's
3
so out of
coins in a
touch,
fountain.
yes.
And then everyone on the bus whips around to stare.
I
Larry
love it.
Hankin is the actor's name.
Oh,
he's in everything.
Okay, you
though.
know who he was?
Sorry, who-
I know
who, sorry?
him. The cab driver. He
cab
played.
driver.
That was a gap drop.
Okay,
Yeah.
remember?
I thought it was someone completely different.
wait.
No.
Remember in Seinfeld?
Breaking Bad, Matlock, Friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Remember in
Like
Seinfeld season
everything.
4 when they did a pilot show of Seinfeld?
Home
remember?
Alone.
Remember?
Yeah,
when-
yeah,
He played Kramer. He
Yeah,
played
yeah,
Kramer.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah. Yeah.
So
Star
funny.
Trek Next Generation.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
When did he play in Star Trek
wait,
Next
I know.
Generation?
Star Trek Next Generation season 1 or 2. He played like a when
Gaunt Gary.
when they have like a
Well,
bunch of
that's Voyager.
like a bunch of people at like a banquet dinner or something like that. I remember him
I
being
don't
in
know,
that.
it doesn't say who he is
Anyway.
in Next Gen. But yeah, he's in everything.
Okay, so
But there was a lot of cameos in this
Yes.
movie
Oh, really?
that if you don't know, you blink, you miss it. But if you know
Yep.
and you see them, it's like, wait, I know that person.
So here's the thing. Sometimes you go back and you read contemporary reviews of these movies, like the reviews from 1988 or 89. I remember reading like people were like, oh, well, this movie's pretty good, but it suffers from sentimentality at the ending and blah, blah, blah. And then you look back at it in the context of like all film. in the 20th century, and you realize, oh no, this is the Thanksgiving movie. This is the Thanksgiving classic. Like whatever piddly little criticisms you had when it came out, the fact that we can go back to it over and over and over again, and it's still funny. I think it's proven itself as a classic. What do you think, Josh?
I also think that the end is well deserved.
Yes,
I
100%.
don't know another way that you end this movie besides them being friends at the end.
You're right, because if you pulled out all that pathos with John Candy, he's just an idiot. And then you end the movie, oh, see you later, I'll never see you again. And then Steve Martin ends up back with his family, and then John Candy ends up back with his wife. And you go, oh, okay, cool. But the way it ended, I think, is much better, right? Champion?
100%. John Candy is the emotional center of this film. And you have to explore that. You have to explore their relationship. And if there was nothing there, if it didn't have that sweet saccharine sort of ending, and I get that it doesn't really mesh completely with everything that came before. But if you don't have that, you've got a very empty movie.
Right.
When we were watching this here today, we're joking around. We're seeing stuff. We're seeing Steve Martin in the L train, and he's reminiscing about things. He's thinking about his family. Then it starts. He's flashing back to the scenes where he's with John Candy, and the room erupted with laughter when we got to see, John Candy kissing his ear again, and these little things.
Yeah.
The scene outside the burning car, and then we start to see flashbacks to the things that he's putting it together, that John Candy doesn't have anybody, right? I haven't been home in years, that sort of stuff. The room was quiet, dead quiet.
Yes.
You could drop a pin in here. Nobody was just staring at the movie. It was just, everyone was just sucked in by it. It works. It works. And those ending scenes, I always get choked up a little bit, just a little bit.
Of course.
And I know that it's just this sort of cliched, I don't know. It's written to tug at your heartstrings.
But I think it's earned, though.
It's
it is
100% earned.
It is earned.
You feel that. I don't think it's disconnected from the rest of the movie at all.
I tonally.
Arguably.
I don't know.
I think that's the point of view of the reviewers at the time, but I think we look at it and go, nah,
because
it works.
There's also, John Candy says one line in that emotional reunion of the two of them. He says, she passed away 8 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't have a home.
You're right. You're right.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's not like this big
speech.
Yeah, it's
Or explanation.
But it's not needed.
Yeah.
Because
Steve Martin
carried
picks
by
up the
everything
trunk,
else.
brings him home, and it's like, it's cheesy a little bit, but okay, to be objective, the wife is a little over the top, which she's like, hello, Miss. What's John Candy's last name in the movie?
Griffith.
Hello, Mr. Griffith. It's like so dramatic.
Do you know who that is? I didn't realize.
No, who?
She is in The Boys. She is like the
fuck?
She's the woman.
Yes.
She's the woman. She's the woman
She's
that
a
works
high
with
up.
Butcher.
Yeah.
Who is like the secret agent? Like
the CIA agent high up that Billy
Okay,
Butcher
I've seen
answers
The Boys.
to.
It's really good. It's really good.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But
That's
anyway-
another episode.
Yeah, that's another episode. but she is a little over the top.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
but the idea of him bringing this guy home to think like this is a Thanksgiving movie, and Thanksgiving in the U.S. is more. It's a bigger deal than it is in Canada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. For Canada, it's Christmas is bigger than Thanksgiving, but in the U.S. I think it's reversed.
Might be.
No.
Yeah.
Depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
I think-
Thanksgiving's huge.
I think Thanksgiving is
big.
huge
No,
in
no,
the
no,
States.
Being in America for Thanksgiving on multiple occasions,
Okay.
I will say Canadian Thanksgiving, because it's in October as opposed to November, it's like, yeah, okay. November Thanksgiving over there is big because it gives them a big long weekend, and then they get another big long weekend for Christmas, where it's like, okay, we've had Thanksgiving, and now,
I think
Christmas.
Thanksgiving there kind of goes hand in hand with Christmas because it's
Yeah.
also like
It's
I'm just
so
saying,
cute.
okay,
up to it.
let's
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it this way. If you only saw your family once a year and you had to fly home to see them, in Canada, I think you'd go home for Christmas. In the U.S., I think you'd pick Thanksgiving. That's my point.
Interesting.
I think so,
I
right?
agree with you
Yeah.
based on Like I've
Based
had
on
some
movies,
American Family. And
John Hughes
Based
movies.
on like Stranger Than Automobiles.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I think it's true. Based
Yeah.
on this and other movies I've
like
seen.
Thanksgiving in the States is the party holiday.
Right.
You get together with everyone. You
With
have a
your
big
family.
meal. You go
Right.
to a
It is
football
the
game.
biggest
You get
drinking
drunk.
night of the year, apparently.
Really?
The day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I will go on record as saying this honestly. Working in downtown Windsor years ago, American Thanksgiving downtown 2002 was like my third or fourth week working in a bar downtown Windsor. The amount of sales we did in one night would be comparable to what we did in a weekend.
Sure.
And that's Thursday to Sunday.
Okay.
We did a Thursday to Sunday sale in one night. That's how crazy American Thanksgiving was 20 some odd years ago. We had a
I
capacity.
was in grade 1.
So John Hughes got it right.
Yeah. No, we had a huge capacity. We had a lineup past our parking lot. It was insane. There was 400 people waiting to get in. We already had 700 capacity inside. It was insane. American Thanksgiving is for partying. Christmas is for family.
I would say, based on my limited knowledge, I feel like Americans, if they're going to see their family, it's going to be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But you disagree.
Well, yes and no. I think you're going to see family at both, but family understands Thanksgiving is going out to see your high school, college friends and party, and then do your family stuff and off you go. Whereas with Christmas, it's strictly family. You're not going out and partying.
So you
as
know what's
much.
funny? Let's add a third ingredient to this. In Russia, New Year's Eve is the biggest holiday of the year.
Really?
Yeah, for us.
And it's the same with Japan.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
I'm sorry.
no,
Go
no.
ahead.
Let's talk about let's talk about
ahead.
Ethiopia now. Let's go. What else? Jamaica. What else we got?
No. I
Brazil.
was gonna say, in Russia, Christmas is yo.
No. Okay, you know what? Let's get back to this movie. Let's get back to this movie.
Let's get back to this.
The
before we
point is
sidetrack again.
it's Thanksgiving. You have to give thanks, and that's it. It's a great ending. I love it. It's perfect. John Hughes is okay. Before we're gonna do every John Hughes movie ever made. We're eventually gonna do them all.
Yes.
We've only done 2 so far. I think we did. Was it Pretty in Pink?
No.
No. You guys did 16
Breakfast
Candles.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. We did Breakfast Club and
I
this.
was here for that and
There's
this.
2. We still have a lot more to go, but we got to do them all because they're so good.
May I add one thing?
Sure.
Of course.
John Hughes did Home Alone.
Yes.
This movie is kind of a reverse aspect of Home Alone.
Hot take by
If you're
TJ.
taking it from the mother's point of view.
Yes.
Because the mom in Home Alone is trying to get back home to her son, whereas Steve Martin's trying to get back home to his family.
It's a pretty remarkable
And
observation.
John Candy brings both of them home.
Isn't
in
that
both those
funny?
movies.
Brings
That
them
John
both.
Hughes. That's,
Brings them both.
did you think of that yourself?
Yes, I did. About an hour and a half ago, I've mentioned it a
That's
few
amazing.
times to people.
Yeah. No, I just pretended you didn't already tell me, but you told me.
Wait, no, I told you. I don't remember telling
Yeah,
you.
you did. Yeah.
You're deceptive.
Anyway, okay. Is there anything else champion to say about planes, trains, and automobiles?
Was there anything else I wanted to say about it? Probably.
But you're not going to. All right.
Oh, it's
no,
been it's,
no. It's so good, right?
It is so good. It's a warm bowl of soup
Yeah.
on a cold Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's a
Is this the ultimate Thanksgiving movie?
I can't think of another.
Well, there's at least 2. There's a movie called Thanksgiving by Eli Roth, and then there's this one, and that's it.
I was about to say,
yeah.
this is the only Thanksgiving movie. If you want to talk about Christmas movies, we'll talk about that in a month. But this is the only American Thanksgiving movie.
Plus Thanksgiving by Eli Roth.
Yeah, sorry,
That,
Eli.
that was that slasher
Never
where they all
Yeah.
have like the.
That's right.
Turkey masks?
It's something like
it's
that.
The,
Yeah.
It's the
Oh, like the pilgrim
the
thing?
pilgrim.
Yeah,
mask.
yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. That was the word I was
So,
looking for.
Josh,
Pilgrim.
where does this stand on your rating of Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving movies?
Yeah.
Well, it's either first or second.
I guess Uncle Buck is it's kind of a Thanksgiving movie. I don't know. No,
Is that why
no,
he's
it's
watching
Christmas.
it? Yeah,
That's
I don't-
Christmas.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fantastic. I'm really happy we did end up watching this because, again, it's been quite some time since I've seen it in its entirety. And I think seeing it now, I'm going to want to watch it again next year. Like, I think it might be a Thanksgiving movie for me moving forward.
This is how traditions begin.
Yeah.
American Thanksgiving or Canadian Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Probably American Thanksgiving, if I'm being honest, because Canadian Thanksgiving, I'm in Halloween mode.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I'll
in
give you
Halloween
that.
mode,
I'll give you that. I'll give
So
you that.
I guess we'll say Happy Thanksgiving to our American pals.
Happy
There-
Thanksgiving.
There's no Canadian Thanksgiving movie, is there? Unless you count like Porky's. That's I don't know, it's the only Canadian movie I can think of. But anyway, we want to thank TJ for joining us.
Oh,
Thank you, TJ.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for tolerating me yet again on here.
No, thanks for your theory. We like your Home Alone theory about how it's the parallel to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thank you, Ian.
Oh,
again,
anytime.
for always hosting. And we do movie night here every Wednesday, sometimes Tuesdays, right,
Yep.
Mike?
Sometimes Tuesdays, sometimes we move it around. Sometimes we announce it. Sometimes we publish flyers. They're wrong. Then we have to reprint them. That's all good.
But we will be Tuesdays for the holidays, right?
Yes.
Let's get ahead of that. Let's get ahead of that.
Movie nights of December are on a Tuesday. Tuesday the December 3rd or 23rd and Tuesday the 30th.
Gotcha.
And we are going to do a survey of an audience sourcing survey of what we want to watch on the 23rd.
Probably some sort of Christmassy movie.
That's right.
No,
Probably.
Yeah.
Dog Soldiers.
It's my favorite
TJ,
Christmas movie.
Let's be realistic. It's never going to happen. But anyway, yeah.
Hey, you know what? I will be honestly. Let's do this like that skit. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do Dog Soldiers. No, we ran out of time. We'll do it next week.
Yeah, like Matt Damon, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Okay, next week, Dog Soldiers. Be sure to join us.
Oh, man, I feel like it's taken us a plane, a train, and an automobile to get to the end of this podcast.
Exactly. We're going around in circles here. Okay. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Come every week to Meteor for Meteor Uniplex. Till the next time, see you later.